Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Hopefully you can hear me tonight. Uh, Let me just check, make sure I've got my audio levels good. 1 second here. Let me pull my video off the screen. All right. It looks like my voice is coming through. All right. Yes, tonight's subject. We've got two main questions for tonight. And we may have a call-in segment later. I may have a link, but that's not going to be till later. But I should hopefully have Sarah Jane of Skinny Queen Reacts as my guest tonight. Pardon me, folks. She should be coming in shortly. But until then, let me introduce myself. My name is, I go by Dr. Phil. I'm not really a doctor. In fact, let me put up that disclaimer. I haven't put it up often enough. Right here. I'm not really a doctor. If you think you need one, please go get one. But more than happy to give my opinion. Play a doctor on YouTube. Oh, geez. First off, Rudy, you're ahead. Oh, you made it in early today. Welcome to see you. Hey, Icy, 847. Oh, not a problem, Icy. Well, hey, I hope that you can enjoy the replay, and that goes for anybody. I hope everybody who's watching now, if you're watching the replay, I hope you enjoy it. Smash that like button if you are, and please click on the subscribe button if you'd like to see more. I actually found out something like 40 or 30% of my viewers are not subscribed. And, not that you have to subscribe, but I just found that was surprising. I didn't know I had so many people watching that weren't. Welcome in, Crab Apples. Lurk and enjoy your lurk. Very welcome to lurk. Also, all lurkers always welcome. Chat, appreciated. Lurkers welcome. Welcome in, Travis. Hopefully you're having a good night. Right on time. Close enough, I hope. Sound is good. Great. Remember when? Welcome to be glad you can come in. Remember when? Oh, it's a lovely picture you got there. All right, sound is good. Excellent. Welcome in, Yellow Moon. Good to see you. Rose JM, good to see you again. Oh, thank you, Crab Apples. I try to stay well hydrated. I think that helps. And I have an okay little microphone too. I think that helps too. Hey, Rosalind, but thank you very much, Crab Apples. I appreciate that. It's always nice to hear that I'm not rubbing people the wrong way. Welcome in, QZ. All right, let me make sure I got everybody welcomed in. Gigi Paris, welcome in. I love your little cat with the beret. That's so cute. No, not at all. Not at all. Please, nobody unsubscribe. Everybody. I mean, unless you're going to resubscribe, but that doesn't actually help anything. Oh, and I'm so close to 500 subs. I normally don't get excited about numbers or anything, but that's a real milestone, 500. And I'm just like 14 away or something. I never thought I would be so close. So anybody wants to help me cross that threshold, very much appreciated. All right, let me just make sure I welcomed everybody in. Rosalind, welcome in. Kitty J, good to see you, Kitty J. Kitty J has her own channel, great channel. She does a lot of fun coverage of Girl World and other topics. She did a live earlier today. I was able to catch a lot of it. It was a lot of fun. So everybody, please check out Kidney J's channel. Kidney J, you're more than welcome to put a link in here if you'd like. I'm sorry to hear that, Crab Apples. Hopefully you feel a little bit better. Yeah, Rudy, 7:02 p.m. Central. It's 8:04 p.m. where I am. 8:04 p.m. Central now, I guess. Let's do it. Let's do it. If we can. Oh, excellent, Travis. Thank you. Only 10 away now. Awesome. All right. So I think we can get started on the program. Let me just make sure here I'm not missing any messages. If I have anybody messaging me on anything else. No. Okay. Excellent. All right. So we got a couple. So we got two main subjects for tonight. Our two main subjects for tonight are, let me put up the little video. They're both for display here. Let me turn off the little banner at the bottom. Tonight, our two main subjects. Worst pet owner challenge. A lot of you are going to say, well, that's easy. It's got to be Foodie. She's terrible, right? Well, let's take a look at Fatty. Fatty, I think, is a lot younger. He's really only beginning on his pet ownership journey. But what I'm seeing is not good. He just got a kitten, and he lives in a shack. And just to refresh everybody's memory, just really quickly before we go any farther, I'm actually going to show you a little clip from a previous episode I did very quickly. So let me just share the screen. One moment. Here we go. This is something, I did this episode 2 weeks ago, and I wasn't planning to do today's current episode when I did this one. Let me just make sure I have it shared. Okay, hold on a second. So let me turn off the video so you can see it. Okay, this is what I did 2 weeks ago. Listen to what I'm about to say on this episode and tell me if this is not foreshadowing. I was not planning this at the time either. Still makes sense to everybody? I did not know about cat abuse. I'd heard of the grifting history. Why is there cat abuse with all these people? What the heck? Like, why do they all, like, why is that a common thread throughout like people I cover? Yeah, Lara, no antibiotics makes no sense. Okay, so did everyone hear that though? Let me back that up one time. Somebody in the chat, Otanky here. Thank you, Otanky. Welcome in, Rosalind. Mentioned that this guy Fatty had a history of cat abuse. Some of his recent history first, and then we're going to be covering some of his present. There's a long ancient history of this guy. It goes way back. Comments. All right, let me catch up. I'm willing to go back a little bit farther, but I want to kind of just cover where he is right now, and then we can kind of go back. Welcome in, start at the beginning. We're gonna. Oh yes, I will. Too long to get to the present. Welcome in, Fiona's mom. We're kind of going out of order, but I think it'll still make sense to everybody. I did not know about cat abuse. Okay, here. I'd heard of the grifting history. Why is there cat abuse with all these people? What the heck? Like, why do they all, like, why is that a common thread throughout like people I cover? Yeah, why is cat abuse or neglect at the very least? Why is that such a common thread with these people? I don't get that. I just don't get that. I'm not the pet owner myself. I'm somebody who, you know, if I don't have the resources to be a good pet owner, I don't want to own a pet. I'm going to drop you that link in just 1 second, Skinny. Let me just make sure I've said hello to everybody. Welcome in, Susie Q. Again, if I already missed you. Hey, everybody. Is Lara in here too? Did I miss her? There's 2 things going off. Now it's fixed. Okay. I'm sorry how I got that. Okay. Well, anyway. It's, geez, I don't know what happened there. But anyway, never mind. So that was me talking from last week. That's what that was. That was me talking from last week about the cats. But I'll just say it because for whatever reason, it wasn't working properly, I guess. I'm not really sure what the audio issue was. But let me put the link in for Skinny also really quickly. All right, so here's the link for Skinny. Sorry, Crab Apples. Yeah, that was actually a clip of my show from 2 weeks ago. I hope I made that clear of what was going on there. I'm sorry if I got you. I'm sorry if I confused everybody. I'm not really sure what happened there. Hey, Fiona's mom. Yeah, that was a clip of my show from 2 weeks ago. Maybe that was the confusion there. But anyway, yeah. So now this is me on today's current episode. I'm going to take that off. So let me stop sharing that tab. Okay. So now we are back to this week's current episode. Hold on, we got Skinny in the chat, in the building. Let me just. Oh, I think we got her. Okay.
Hello. So I know you gave me the link on Insta, but I don't have Insta on my computer, and I can hear better this way, so that's why I asked for it again.
Not a problem, Skinny. Not a problem. As long as we get you up here, that's what matters.
Absolutely. Hello, everybody in the chat. Hello, hello.
And Skinny, you were hearing it, I guess, better than me. What was going wrong with the audio a minute ago? Was there an echo or something?
While you were talking, the video was going off at the same time, so it was like 2 things going off at once.
Oh, I guess maybe I had it. Maybe I meant to have it. Thought I had it stopped and I didn't. Maybe that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, I apologize for the confusion. What I was trying to just show to everybody there was the episode I did 2 weeks ago. I was talking. Somebody in the chat posted about how Fatty had a history of cat abuse, and I was like, "What the heck is going on? Why is there this common thread of cat neglect going on among all these people?" And I guess anybody who's very sensitive about that, let me give out a trigger warning up front. There's not going to be any graphic content, but if that's something that disturbs you, just want to make you aware that it might be coming up as the night goes on. And the other main subject we're going to have tonight. Skinny, I'm going to introduce you again in just 1 second here, but I just want to show this again. The other main subject tonight is, did Salah get a pass for his birthday? All right, Skinny, what do you have to say? I'm sorry for taking so long.
Oh, no, I'm okay. Hello, I just want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Crab Apples, Travis, Fiona, Camps, Kidney J, everybody. Hello, welcome. So as far as Oh, did Salah? Okay. Did you end that poll yet?
Oh no, I can end it right now. In fact, let me see
Oh,
how many
okay.
people we
You
got.
don't. No rush. No rush. If you want to leave it up for a
It's
while.
still pretty even. I'd like to let it go just a little bit longer because it's basically a tie at the moment. I'd like to see if this tie gets broken a little bit.
Yeah, I'll tell you how I feel about it after.
Well,
After.
you could start a little bit now. I mean, we've already got 21 votes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about influencing people. I just want to leave it open for just another minute or two, and then I mean, I've got a feeling that it's going to basically be. I mean, these results aren't going to change too much, I don't think. But
Well, I don't think that he got a pass per se, but
okay.
I do think that I do think he got some as long as he kept Foodie entertained with enough food that satisfied her
Mm-hmm.
and enough, marijuana, then I think he might have got something on his birthday too.
From Foodie?
No, from somebody else.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like that's not a gift.
He did not get the pass because Chantal wouldn't be having that. I agree with Spicy Kimchi. Chantal is Chantal. I don't know why I said
Eh, all
her new
right.
name is Chantal.
Shamdell. ShamWow.
Uh, uh, Chantal.
Oh, let me catch up of crab apples a little bit. Let me catch everybody up just a little bit. In fact, let me pull up a just a really quick like little review of some of Foodie's like recent shenanigans. I guess we can call them. I know Skinny's been doing a pretty good job keeping you up to date. But well, here's a little short one, just a little 1 minute video. Foodie's community rage post on her birthday. Let me post that really quickly. That'll be a fun little one to start us off with, I think.
All right, let's go. Yes.
Let me find it. There we go.
Luna's sitting right next to me too. She's got an opinion too, but she don't want to say it yet.
All right, crab apples. We're gonna catch you up just a little bit. Here's what been going on, and I think I might close that poll while this runs.
Looks like YouTube is cleaning out the non-tent creators. I am willing to bet that some other hate channels are on borrowed time. You nasty people of Gore World really think that all that negative energy and stealing of content is not going to come back and bite you in the ass? LMAO. I told you. Maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, but it will. And yes, I'm being smug. I think I deserve it. If you look like this, would you have the nerve to call another person a pig? Honest question. Only one pig mad is you, since you rage about me every night instead of
46.
spending the time with your imaginary lumberjack boyfriend. Can't wait for your channel to be yeeted next, just like Just Boozin' over there. You aren't transformative. You are a hate channel. It's only a matter of time. Maybe ask if the Motel 6 needs a plumber, since you look like one anyway.
Very much agreed, crab apples. Okay, that's Foodie's like really angry and now deleted community post. And I like this picture. I'm gonna leave this picture up just because it's pretty. But that was Foodie's recent community post. So that's what's going on kind of in Thailand.
Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with FFG's photo whatsoever. So what? What is her? She clearly look at Foodie. Look at Foodie.
Yeah, it's an unfiltered photo. It's not exactly like let's see one of Foodie's
I mean,
unfiltered
and she
photos by
used
comparison.
of course, Foodie would pick something that everybody's going to put out their best photo, right? And everybody's enemy is going to put out their worst, right? And I don't even think that's a bad photo of FFG if you want to be real. I think she looks cute. Let's just be real. I think she looks cute. She's got the little side ponytail rocking. Whatever. Whatever,
Wow.
Foodie.
Camps is mentioning that he watched a doc today with a 15-year-old girl that was already 510 pounds at 15. That is heartbreaking to hear. I'm just gonna say a prayer for her because I don't even. So there's been a lot. Some people have. I don't want to be too presumptuous, but I've got a feeling somebody's failed her at some point to get up to that size at that age.
Oh, 510 pounds?
That's very young to be so heavy. I mean, even
You know,
300, even yeah.
I'm sure she has had a lot of trauma in her life, and because like if you look at most of the people that are that weight, they've had traumas
Yeah, or
where
maybe she's got some kind of like medical disorder or something, possibly.
Yeah.
That could be possible as well. But yeah, that's just so hyper obese at such a young age. Wow. Yeah, right?
It's
Either her
sad.
parents are really, really doing her wrong, or she has some very serious issues beyond her parents. But that's just
Oh my
heartbreaking to
God.
hear. If you can
You
get a
know
link
who
to something
Shanae?
about that, I'd be
Do
interested
you
to
know
see
who
it.
Shanae Murray is too?
The one who Hannibal covers?
Yes.
Yes, I do know a little bit
We
about
might
her.
have to look at a clip that Curl Connections put out on
Oh,
her.
you know what? I don't mind pulling that up. I'll pull that up, actually. You just
Did
tell
you
people
see?
about
I
it.
put it on my community wall. I
You
shared
tell
it.
people about it. Well, I pull up the clip I think you're talking about.
Shanae Murray from My 600-Pound Life. She was on My 600-Pound Life. She was a My 600-Pound Life flunky. I say that because she never got the surgery. She never followed anything Dr. Now said. Fast forward, she did lose weight on her own, but that was only because of rugs. Okay. Then she got rid of her husband, Freddie. I think she went through a couple of boyfriends before she got pregnant.
Boyfriends with a quote around it there.
Had a baby 3 months
Men,
premature.
let's just say men. I think that's a better word than boyfriends.
Yep, had a baby 3 months premature. I think she had him back in was it May or June?
I'm sorry,
I can't remember.
I cut you off there, Skinny. I was responding to Fiona's mom. What did you say right there?
I think she had the baby back in May or June. I'm not sure, but the baby was 3 months premature.
Oh yes, the baby was very premature, and she was.
Oh
very
no, the
heavy
baby's 3
when she was
months.
pregnant.
Actually, the baby was 3 months recently, so it was 3 months back. That's when she had it. Oh, it might have been July. I'm wrong. It might have been July. 3 months premature, and the baby only weighs 12 pounds currently, which you do got to give a preemie wouldn't be the same weight as a normal 3-month-old. But look at this. Okay, she's driving looking for her ex. You guys got to see this.
Yeah, I'm going to put the link in the chat also. This is Curl Connections, and just like I say, whenever I post a link to a video, I'm just posting a link to that video. I don't know everything on Curl's channel, but this video here though, I have seen, and I can attest to the contents of this one. Everything, definitely check this one out.
Yeah, we need to see this because
let me hit the play button here.
I'm Dusty. Y'all see, I'm driving, right? Let me show y'all how this dusty ass Chris look like he be doing. Dust bucket, let me tell you. But bro, you talking about me. You talking about you got money. You talking about me. I literally just seen him, y'all. And I'm live. Yes, I'm motherfucking live, y'all. Where you go? Look at this.
Yeah, this is Curl Connections video.
Go,
all credit to Curl.
There you go. There you go.
Yep. And I don't even see a child seat.
No. Her mom is holding the baby. Her mom.
Yeah, I don't see a child seat.
The grandma is just as ignorant as she is.
Don't even know I'm motherfucking watching him. But he right there though.
Yeah, she has a real heavy accent.
Y'all see him, Mr. Chris Brown. Chris Breezy.
Sitting in her mom's
Let's
lap.
go back around.
Wow. No car seat. And I'm not the kind of person who's just going around looking to make trouble, but she has a history
ain't even saying that to the
of bad decisions.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like,
But yeah, that's him,
You have a problem when you have your preemie son in no car seat.
Let me pause this so we can hear you, Skinny. What were you saying?
I have a problem when you have your preemie son in no car seat and the grandma is holding him but barely because the baby looks like he's dangling. That baby, I don't know if you guys have seen that baby, is a beautiful baby. Does not deserve to have a mother or grandmother that is not looking out for his best interest. Sorry.
And as far as she's not really paying attention to the road, and I mean yes, she's in a parking lot, but still, I mean, the baby's in the car, not in a car seat. This is just very irresponsible in a lot of ways. And again, I can't give her the benefit of the doubt because she has such a bad history of being irresponsible. If she was otherwise, a responsible person, I might be willing to give her the benefit of the doubt that this was just a bad decision at the moment. But this is
Rosalind,
part of the pattern.
She's holding the baby in front of her, like the grandma is on the passenger side. Now, she's driving, looking at her phone, looking at the guy, Chris. There's, she pulls out into the street. You guys will see in a minute. She pulls out into the street even. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah, and especially, I believe there's even a lot of programs to get like a free car seat if you can't afford one. Because I know Shanae's going to claim poverty, but I believe there are ways to get that on either subsidized or a used one or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe somebody can chip in, can opine on that. But she also certainly knows plenty of people with children, so she could get one from them maybe. Child has outgrown it.
Dr. Phil, exactly, Elizu, thank you. If she had to slam on the brakes,
yes,
that baby is going flying, and the grandma barely is holding on to the baby.
Yeah, that's an accident waiting to happen there. And Shanae is very irresponsible in a lot of ways. I can't say, I posted a link to Hannibal's channel in the chat. He does a lot more coverage on her. I've watched some of his stuff on her. She is such a mess. I'm not.
Curl will cover her sometimes too, if you guys want to see some coverage. And also, there is another channel, Regina's channel. What is Regina's channel called?
You can post the link if you want. I don't know her channel.
Elizu, do you know what Regina's channel is called? Because my mind has slipped me for a minute.
I agree, Elizu. I don't say that lightly either. But from my understanding, she was abusing rocks during her pregnancy. From what
Keeping It Real TV is Regina's channel. That's it.
Keeping It Real TV. Yeah, if one of the mods wants to throw it up, I'd be fine with that. Or if you want to throw up Hannibal's channel again as well, or Curls once more, because they all cover Shanae according to Skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Hannibal covers her. Definitely. I've seen him.
Look, I want Shanae, that baby deserves, if she ever sees this, that baby deserves the best chance in life. And right now, you're not giving him the best chance. And I don't even agree with taking a child away, because I do with the parent is not, it's very hard for a parent to lose custody. It really is. But I also am concerned.
She shouldn't have got to this point. She needs to be more responsible in the first place. She shouldn't be getting pregnant. I'm just going to say it. She needs to do better. The kid's here now. We got to do something about it, but she needs to make sure this doesn't happen again. She's not fit to take care of a dog.
It does scare me that he might go somewhere worse, and if that could be the case, but it does happen.
Oh, rocks is slang for crack cocaine, crack rock.
Yeah.
I just didn't. I guess I was trying to talk around it and be delicate, but I probably made it sound even worse. I guess I'm showing my age. We used to call it rocks, and I'm a '90s kid.
The new terms of service said that you can discuss certain things as long as you don't go into like explicit detail, if you will. So you can talk about addiction, you can talk about I believe things of that nature, which is
I think you should be allowed to. I think the terms of service, at least in the past, have been ambiguous at best, and they really didn't do their job, because I couldn't tell you how much objectionable content I constantly see on YouTube. There's like when I search for stuff, half of what I find I'm going to find objectionable and not going to want to see, but because it doesn't meet YouTube specific Byzantine requirements to report, it just stays up forever. Meanwhile, stuff that wasn't even that was meant to be informative gets taken down because it uses a word that gets flagged by an AI.
Yeah, I do believe the baby is in danger right now. Yeah, I do.
I don't like to say in danger because I don't know, but I don't believe it's in good care. I'll say that.
In this circumstance right here, yes.
Well, in this
Driving-
video it is, but at this
Yeah.
moment, I'm going to say I don't believe the baby's being well taken care of at all because Shanae just doesn't. I mean, just to be real, Shanae seems like she could barely take care of herself. The other day I was joking. She's got those lip studs in. She has them out in this video. Maybe she had to pawn them. But she used to have these stainless steel lip studs, and I genuinely thought she had them in there to keep her from biting her lip off by accident. Like she had those in there so she wouldn't chew off her own lip if she got too hungry.
Right.
Because she is seriously, she could barely take care of herself. She could barely take care of herself. She was smoking a rock when she was pregnant, allegedly.
And
That's
good
where the weight
Lord,
loss came
she's
from.
trying. I think she's trying to get Freddie back too. She was talking about
Yeah.
Freddie. Freddie would make a good dad. I'm like, what?
Freddie would make a good dad.
Shanae.
She should be a parent. Oh, it's okay to be a Gen Xer, Fiona's mom. I'm not that much younger than you. I'm only I'm like late 30s, early 40s age group. But I mean, in some ways I'm old fashioned. In other ways I'm really young. It's kind of funny. Like in some way, like I'm all over the place. Like I don't fit like into one generation. So I'm like kind of in between generations. But yeah, absolutely, Camps. I mean, that's just, I think that a lot of streamers, if they have young children, especially like a baby like that, that's barely even, it's so new, that is just irresponsible and the worst and inexcusable. And she was abusing drugs during the pregnancy. We're surprised that the baby's as healthy as it is. I mean, I am.
Actually, let me say this, Fiona's mom, I mean, it did look like, Freddie did take care of Shanae a lot. So maybe she should get Freddie back. Maybe if he's still like that, I don't know. Maybe she should bring him back to help take care of the baby, because maybe that's the only way the baby's going to get any care. I don't know.
And my apologies to anybody if this is a little bit more harsh than what we planned to go through originally. I wasn't planning to bring up children, but I did mention we were going to have some stuff about pets, and I know that bothers some people too. So it was going to be a little bit of a tough episode in some ways, but yeah, it really is inexcusable. I hope I sound strong enough. I mean, I want to condemn her strongly on this one. I don't want to sound like get all emotional and sound like I'm not, I don't want to lose my temper or anything, but yeah, this really is not acceptable in any way. The more I look at it, the more I think about it, the more of a problem I have with it. She's just someone who, even before I saw this video, I didn't really think she was fit to be a mother. So I guess maybe that's why I'm not as shocked by this video as some people are, because I'd already seen her before. So I already seen her behavior before. I'd seen how she, I didn't expect, I was like, all right, well, this is par for the course for this woman. I mean, I did not, in fact, I was surprised even that the baby was being held by her mother. I thought the baby was just laying flat on the chair. I thought she was like that. Like, so irresponsible. Oh, thank you, The Watcher. You're very kind. 30 going on 90. Somebody said that. I like that.
I agree. Remember when there are so many people who would make excellent parents that can't have their own children, and I'm sorry.
I get you, remember when. That's very frustrating, and it's sad to hear, because it's not just you. It's unfortunately there's a lot of folks in a similar situation who can't have kids for one reason or another. Either, biological or financial or circumstantial, or just, there's all these different reasons why people may not be able to have children. And then you got this woman here who's just couldn't, just absolutely has no value on her child whatsoever, and is just treating her kid like garbage. It's very sad, very sad. And on a similar tangent, we talk. I think we've got the point across about Shanae. On a similar tangent, pet ownership. Another case of you got to be a responsible person. You can't just be a fool. So let me just show really quickly, just for proof here, that there is a cat involved, because I was having trouble finding videos of AirsoftFatty and his cat. So let me just show the video of the cat really quickly, just so you can see it. It's there. This is his cat. This is his channel, AirsoftFatty. Really not too much to see. There's him. You see his fat leg? And actually, you can kind of see the carpet is kind of coming up a little bit. Just let me rewind it or not. It's not letting me rewind it, but you can kind of see the edges where the carpet was pulling up from the walls a little bit. Not there, you can't see it.
No. Has it been proven that he's mistreating the cat?
It is not proven that he's mistreating the cat, but we're about to watch his history with cats. I'm going to show you a clip from a video back when his mother was alive of the conditions of the 30 plus cats that she hoarded in her house. We're going to get a glimpse of that. That's what he grew up in. He spent at least 10 years in an environment like that. That was so unsanitary that it probably shouldn't have been, I think it was condemned after his mom died. He couldn't keep it up. And it probably should have been condemned even before that, but I don't know the full story. But yeah, 30 plus cats being hoarded and neglected.
Wow.
So we're going to see a clip of that in a minute. So, and it's not graphic, but it is, I mean, I can see where it would be unpleasant for some people. So that's his track record. So do I think this cat is being harmed? No. Do I think it's being neglected? Probably. And I think it's not to the point yet where it's serious, but this is a man who can't even take care of himself. He can barely even take himself to the bathroom. He's not going to be able to tend a litter box, especially not come winter in that uninsulated shed. It's not safe for the cat. He's going to have the cat sleep next to him for warmth, and he's going to roll over it and smother it in his sleep.
Oh, boy.
That's a little grim, but that's probably what's going to happen.
It's a cute cat.
What's a kid? House cat. You know, every kid is cute. I wish we could get a better view of the back. He's not really showing anything other than this, because he knows the rest of the place looks like crap. Yeah, it's hard to get a video of the rest of his place, but if you want to watch the video I did 2 weeks ago, it's on my channel. You can get a good look at the shack he's living in. But let's get a look at his old place where he used to live, back where the cats were being hoarded. Let me pull that up. This is a documentary from iDubbbz. Not necessarily a big fan of iDubbbz, but this video he did was a good one. I'm going to put a link to it in the chat because I'm using it here for transformative purposes. Yeah, so that's the thing with the cat. Is it being neglected yet? I don't know. And we're going to watch Chantal in a minute, and then we're going to do the debate. Who's worse, Fatty or Chantal when it comes to cat ownership? Fatty has not had a chance yet, but I'm going to make my argument based on this video that we're about to watch, why I think he's potentially worse than Chantal. All right, Skinny, let's watch this.
Some nice tires on there, and then finally get her a paint.
This video, and for context, everyone, this video is from about 5 years ago when Fatty's mom was still alive, when he still lived with her. This is 23 minutes, 41 seconds into the video about.
Good job. How you throw that ass, girl?
They're about to show his house. Yeah, right?
Who's filming them?
Oh, that guy there. See this guy here with the no jaw?
Yeah.
That guy, that's iDubbbz. He's the one who did the video.
Oh.
And the video, by the way, this video made a lot of money. He didn't give 1 penny to Fatty.
Wow.
Oh, and Fatty asked him to share a link to a GoFundMe, or he wouldn't share it even.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Fatty, by the way, but iDubbbz I haven't heard anything good about him either.
What do you think of the house when you first came?
The house. Here's when you get to hear about Fatty's house.
It's a lot bigger than mine, that's for sure. You know.
You'll notice that the house is pretty run down.
Well, it's still just a kitten.
It doesn't look good,
you know?
and when you go there, it doesn't smell good.
Yes,
it is
before the
very jarring.
Cool. That's epic.
And I wanted to know
Agreed.
why the hell the house was in the condition that it's in.
You said it, Camps.
So over the years, it's just kind of gone downhill, especially after father passed away. We didn't have funds to sit there and just get every major.
Look at all those cats. Look at the place they lived
It
in.
looks
Okay?
very ugly right now. We're just.
And this isn't to make fun of him for living in a crappy place, but the point is here, the cat. He doesn't even understand what it means to take care of an animal because he doesn't even know what it means to take care of a human being or himself. He doesn't understand. I don't think he even understands like basic hygiene. Like, look at this place.
Not to a point. We can afford
Look
to
at
get the
these cats in the
downstairs
ceiling.
ceiling done.
That's
Right,
not
it takes
good.
a few months for us just to save up for a small repair like that. As horrible as the house looks right now, this was not the original look. My grandfather, back in
I didn't really get a satisfying answer about the house from Chris, so I decided to ask the owner of the house, Chris's
Oh, it's
mom.
okay,
The
Coach.
whole house could cave in.
No worries.
I wouldn't care.
What do you love about Chris?
No, he's mine.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a sweetheart. He really is. He's got his moments.
This is
I'm
his
not
mom.
going to say he's perfect because he is not, far from it.
Chris's mom has a lot of cats.
This is the cats.
I think it's about 30 from what I've been told, and I think that's where most of the smell comes from.
Yeah, the smell is
Her
absolutely
favorite cat
overpowering.
is a one-eyed cat with a pink dress named Preston.
Hoping the good girl.
She's spoiled. Do you have her ice cream cone?
I'm getting it ready, Mother.
And only eats birthday cake ice cream from Myers.
See, now this right here shows how off her priorities are. You have a
Yeah.
house with 30 cats that can't even live because of their own waste piling up. But meanwhile, this one, she has time to get a special diet of birthday cake ice cream, which is probably not very healthy for a cat. But even
No.
if it were, don't you think it would be more important to clean off the filth and grime and maybe spend a little less time on its diet?
Yeah.
This is my suggestion. I'm not a cat owner, but to me that would make more sense.
When you have too many cats, they become feral. So it's actually like very neglectful to even have that many cats in one place because they become feral. They start fighting for food, and
Yes.
yeah, it's not good.
It is. These cats are basically feral at this point. So let's watch a few more minutes, and then we're going to compare it to Foodie's history with cats. We're going to put on a video of Foodie in a minute.
Get her ice cream.
Go to the bowl. There's some food in it.
Get her an ice cream cone.
See, this ice cream for the cat would be cute, except that there's 29 other cats who are basically feral, like you said, Skinny. And meanwhile, this woman is just ignoring that and concerned about this cat getting exactly the right amount of ice cream in the cone.
Also, did the cat? I'm curious. Did the cat lose its eye in a cat fight because she has so many cats?
Oh, that's probably. In fact, I bet you're right. I'm sure. I would be willing to bet money that this cat lost its eye either in a fight or from disease or something relating to the filth and the hoarding.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Chris comes from. Chris
You
LaFon.
have to sit and hold the cone for her.
Literally.
And I don't hate
And
the
she
guy. I'm
will
not
eat the
trying to
ice
stir up
cream. When
hatred.
she gets down to the end of the cone, you have to bite the cone around so that she can get to the ice cream again.
That's unique.
Okay, so I think we got enough about
any
this.
more
I think we
blue
can
in
go on to
there?
the other
She
one.
likes the frosting the best.
So let me share this other one instead.
Breathe it all
Trying to
in.
compose myself.
I don't think there's much more to
I've
see
never
on
been
these
around
cats.
so
here.
many cats.
Okay, so that's basically it about the cats. So let me bring up this other video, which is going to show you Foodie Beauty, which she has to say about her pet cats. But I want to ask the chat, I want to ask anybody watching at home, and anybody, if you're enjoying the vid, please leave a like and a comment, or and drop a sub. But let me know what you think as far as the pet ownership. Are you concerned for Chris's cat like I am, or do you think that I'm overreacting? Do you think this guy is going to be an okay pet owner, or do you think he's going to be even worse than Foodie? Because I think he's going to be even more neglectful than letting the nails grow. I think that's going to be the least of what's going to, that cat's going to have to deal with.
I think that equally neglectful.
Equally? Okay.
I mean, Foodie done more than just let the nails grow. She
Well, that's
never
why I'm
did-
about to bring up, and I want to get your opinion on that too. So let me actually share this screen, the vid to the screen. And welcome in, Oranges, and welcome into anybody I missed. It's odd how the priorities are out of order, feeding treats and allowing neglect at the same time. It's almost like they feel guilty about it a little bit. Exactly. Can't even take care of himself. Okay, so now we got Chantal to compare, and Skinny. Now you're a pet owner. You know more about Chantal specifically on this subject. So I want to get your response to her defense, because she's going to kind of elaborate on this now. So let me play it. That's a classic little clip there from the Scooty. Soccer. Look at her. I love these clips.
Smaller. Can you believe it?
Sorry, hold on. Saying?
I said that's when she was smaller. Can you believe it?
Oh yeah, as big as she is there, that is actually a little bit smaller. That's crazy when you think about it. Let me turn down the volume just a little bit so I can hear you over a little better.
Hello, TikTok. So I'm here to talk to you about something I'm being accused of that I find very horrible, and I just want to explain my side. And this actually will be the last that I actually discuss of this matter, because what people are saying is 100% not true. Because what people are doing is blowing something so out of proportion and causing a lot of false outrage. And there's a lot of mob mentality that is following me from YouTube to this platform. Despite not liking me, they seem to follow me instantly. It's always the haters who follow first. And while I don't want to give any more of my mental health to my haters, because I've done this for many years and it's done nothing but destroy my own mental health further and just make things even worse. The people from YouTube who have been trying to ruin my reputation.
I'm going to speed this up a little bit because she is really I thought this would already be sped up a little bit. And I also want to, just before we even get into her prior allegations, let's talk about Foodie's current allegations. Because as much as I want to critique Chris, let's just take a second to look back at Foodie now. Like Susie Q says, she's abandoned Julia. She just got another cat. After she went to have the other one put down, she just got another one, or she was going to have BBJ put down.
And Harry. Not just Julia, but Harry as well.
Abandoned Harry. Oh, and I have to say one more thing against Chris. Before he got this kitten, he had his last cat. He took his last cat into a kill shelter and left it there before he picked it back up a few months later when he ended up getting a place to stay. So he didn't just left it at that shelter knowing full well that if he couldn't get it back, they were just going to put it down. So he is really not a good owner. But again, Chantal's pretty crappy too. It's like battle of the worst. It's why I clearly named it. Who is the worst pet owner challenge out of these two?
So he picked the cat back up though?
He did, but then he gave it away, ended up getting rid of it again anyway for some reason.
Why?
Because he ended up losing his place.
Oh.
Like he got a place, but then he lost it or something. I'd have to get the details.
I can't fault somebody for losing their house and having to, because did he have any friends to give the cat to? Did he talk to other people?
Well, this was
now listen, I would have researched myself personally. I would have researched a no-kill shelter. I would have researched fostering. That's what I would have done.
Well, that's kind of that's where I get with you on that, because he didn't really, as far as I could tell, he didn't look into anything like that. He has plenty of people who watch his channel. I'm sure at least one of them
Oh, absolutely.
would have agreed to it if he took just a little bit of time, but he was just so lazy, he just dropped it off. That's what I heard, at least. If I'm wrong, somebody in the comments correct me. I'm not trying to slander the guy. If that's wrong, my apologies. That's what I heard. I probably should double check that. I will double check that actually. But in the meanwhile, yeah, that's what I heard. That he basically just dropped it off out of carelessness. So
I'm just asking questions because I'm not too familiar with Chris, so it's hard to.
Well,
I know who he
that.
is, but I don't know the background like I know Chantal. So that's why.
Well, and I appreciate that, Skinny, because I want to get people clued in, because not everybody saw the last episode from 2 weeks ago. And actually, let me show the little video clip from it. Yeah, not everybody saw this episode. And welcome in, Debbie. I love your little picture. That's so cute with the flag. But yeah, not everybody saw the one about Fatty moving into the shack. But that's a really good one to see if you want to see the conditions that the kitten is living in. That's why I'm not going to run those videos again tonight, because I already did them a couple weeks ago. But yeah, trust me, they're good. That's a good episode. Detective Cochise is on that one. He does a great job explaining a lot of the building codes and stuff. So definitely check that out.
Absolutely. Actually, it should link that episode.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Let me link that. Thank you.
Yeah, just in case somebody wants to go back and watch it and catch up on the lore of AirsoftFatty.
Yeah, because that episode was pretty good. Let me link that.
Yeah.
Because it covers all of his recent history in it. Not that you should leave this episode, keep watching this one, but after this one's over, go watch that one. Or if you want to leave this one and watch that one and come back, I guess you can, but I think hopefully we'll keep you caught up. But that one in the, yes, Camps, he's still living in the shack. And to just give a little more information, there's been some very suspicious financial activity going on. I am not going to allege anything because I don't know. But he's been getting a lot of anonymous donations. Very suspiciously large amounts of anonymous donations. And it's just, that's a lot of anonymous donations. Is everything, is something going on over there? Because why does he have so, I'm just surprised he has that many fans. He's getting like $3,000 donations at a time. It just seems really like, hey, good for him, but it just seems kind of weird. Like, that they're all anonymous. But whatever. I mean, nothing wrong. I mean, if he has anonymous fans, it is what it is, but it just seems kind of odd. But yes, as far as is he living in the shack camps, he doesn't really live there all the time. He stays a lot at hotels. He stays a lot at at other people's houses and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what, camps? I don't know. I don't want to make any suggestions. Because I don't want to get...
Somebody might be using him. Yeah.
I don't want to accuse anybody of anything that's a serious accusation. But it just feels weird. Like there's so much, that he's getting so many donations. If it's legit, it's still weird. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong, but it's just odd. Because he hit the donation goal, and then he's still getting big donations in. So, but either way, she does look like the evil witch in Cinderella. Just not as pretty though. Like she wishes she looked like the evil witch in Cinderella. I think it's the look she's going for. This is back when she wasn't as heavy though. This was
evil stepmother.
I think that Chantal would make a really good evil stepmother. But I mean, like in a bad way. You know what I mean? She'd be good as being evil. But yes, let me let the video run a little bit. If it runs too long, we can skip ahead.
With false outrage over on YouTube are now on TikTok trying to do the same thing, going as far as hashtagging animal abuser. So to make a long story short, recently I got married and moved to the Middle East.
Yes.
To be with my husband, whom I fell in love with. I actually did a story about it on my YouTube channel, Foodie Beauty. Maybe some of you already are aware of me. I want to first say that I'm not perfect, and I have said and done things that I'm not proud of in my past. I am trying to move past that. I do find that as I'm trying to better myself, that seems to anger people more, and they try to bring me down more. So I'm a recent Muslim revert, and I'm just trying to focus on Allah and my husband and my life here in Kuwait. I'm from Canada, by the way, if you don't are familiar with my story. There is a lot to unpack.
She is just stalling forever. It's almost 3 minutes in. She hasn't even said one thing about the animals yet. So I'm just going to fast forward just a little bit, if you don't mind.
Go after my family. They mispronounced my Syrian husband's name for years.
Do you want to hear some of her silly complaints just because they're funny, or do you want me to skip through them?
Her silly complaints?
Yeah, like she's making silly complaints about people calling her husband salad. I just think it's funny.
The entire YouTube channel is a hate channel that they pass off as valid criticism when they do nothing but call my mother a whore. Go after my family. They mispronounced my Syrian husband's name, Salah, which means prayer in Islam, by the way. They call him salad right in her thumbnails. I reported it to YouTube many times, and they just do nothing. This person is a high school mean girl.
We're going to skip it. Let's get to the part where she actually addresses the animal allegations.
Find him a very good home with somebody that
all right, here we go.
Love her. How could he possibly touch her? She's fat. She's gross. The amount of body shaming in this community is horrendous. Yet them is 5 years old, and allegations started when I announced publicly that I would have to rehome my pets. Now, one of them.
I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. She's finally at the pet portion. Sorry that took so long, folks. But, Chantal is the queen of prevarication.
Is 5 years old, and I easily could rehome him. I did find him a very good home with somebody that, a friend of the family's. Now, I have also had another cat, BBJ, who I've had since 2004. She was my first cat since being on my own. When I got her, she was 1 to 2 years old. I rescued her from a shelter. She's a beautiful Nebelong and gray long hair cat, and she's 21 years old approximately now. So she's lived a very good long life with me. Now, my mental health is not...
You know something? I thought this video was already edited. My apologies. This video is completely unedited. Skinny, do you want to just kind of give people a summary of the allegations against Chantal, so we don't have to do this whole video?
Yes.
With the cat allegations. Because, I mean, you probably know them by heart.
I mean, there's the nails embedded into the paw pad on BBJ.
I'm going to see if I can find a better video while you talk.
There's UTI on BBJ, ears. What else was wrong? Oh, untreated arthritis, which is painful. And there's no reason to be left untreated when they have so many things that can make pets comfortable now, you know. Mats in the fur on both animals, and let's see what else. The chat can help too as well.
Here we go. Here's a shorter video I found that we can use.
Yep, ear infections, mats, UTI, untreated arthritis.
Yep. Yep. You know something? See, that's at this point, Foodie is the worst of the two. As much as I was kind of like playing devil's advocate earlier for Fatty, I think that Fatty has the potential to be a really bad owner. But right now, Foodie has done more, or done less for her pet, I guess is a better way to say it. She's done less for her pet at this point. More to neglect it. Just really been an awful owner for a long time. Let me say this too,
real quick, is that they were left without food before. They've been left without water. She never changed the litter boxes. They were pooping and peeing all over the villa. So, yeah.
What is with the common thread of being a terrible pet owner in like these kind of internet crazies? We got Fatty, we got Foodie, that guy Daniel Larson, he was a terrible animal owner. Chris Chan was a terrible animal owner. Cyrax is not a good animal. Like, why are all these people bad animal owners?
I don't know.
Why are they all animal owners? That's a better question. Like, all right,
they're
fine.
usually people who don't seek out mental health care for themselves, and if they do, they don't follow the guidelines to keep up on themselves or their mental health care. They don't take care of themselves. So,
yeah.
How do you expect someone that doesn't take care of themselves to take care of a child or a pet?
I just wish that they wouldn't get the pets. That's what I wish. I can understand not everybody is able to take care of a pet. That's fine. But I don't understand why so many incapable people keep getting pets. And it's not like they got a pet and they had trouble and they had to rehome it, but they keep doing it again and again and again. And it bothers me that they don't seem to realize that they're not just inconveniencing themselves. It's a living creature here. But we've got a shortened video here where Foodie allegedly admits to the pet neglect in this video. Let's give it a short listen.
So Chantal is on live stream crying.
I got this from, where did I get this from? What channel? Dude, it's called Aren't You Exhausted? Okay, well, I've not heard of them before, but I'm going to post the link because I'm using the video. Hopefully the video is good.
Right now, because FFG exposed her for being a negligent pet parent.
So I have no fight.
FFG's brother and sister-in-law now have BBJ after Chantal had claimed that BBJ went to a VIB that she had been talking to and apparently had well vetted and trusted her elderly cat going to. She offered to take the cat to the vet. Now, she's had the entirety of the almost month that she's been back in Canada to go and take the cat to be treated at the vet, and now is crying because people are calling her out for being a shitty pet parent.
Yes, remember
and
that?
You know
when she
why
had that
she's a
full
shitty
month?
pet parent? Because she...
Remember when she had the full month back in Canada after she came back from Kuwait and she still didn't take her cat in?
Yeah, she also, not only that, but I mean, it was months and months. The cat, she used to say that the cat had stinky ears, that the cat smelled. So stinky ears is a sign of ear infection. So that means BBJ had stinky ears for years without being treated.
I think that is what it means. I think that is what it means. And I think that it's also Mara Pete's. They would say that she was dizzy all the time, and that could have been from the ear infections also. She always seemed to be kind of out of it, like confused. And they said, oh, well, she's just old, she's elderly. No, it's because she had the ear problems. Okay. It's about an hour. Oh, go on. Skinny? Okay. Yeah, and she did used to hotbox all the time in the villa. Okay. Now that we've covered this stuff with the pets, I think we've kind of had a good little discussion on this. I wanted to go to the second half of the discussion for the night, which is Salah. Did Salah get his pass? Well, I want to show the most recent video. I don't know if you've already reviewed this one, Skinny. It's the little couples vlog they do where they go on the boat very recently.
Did I see that one? I'm not sure if I did.
Well, I have not seen this one. It's only about 10 minutes. So I'm going to share this one, and that's going to be, I think, what we're going to close it out with, because we're going to see how they interact this time.
I might have seen a little bit of it, but I didn't see the whole thing, so this is good.
Excellent, excellent. All right. So, all right, everybody. We're going to finally get back on our Chantal coverage. We took a long way to get here. Did a lot of different stuff first, but now we're going to end strong with the back in Bangkok, and we're going to try to guess: are Chantal and Salah staying together anymore? Is there any hanky panky going on? Oh, and I ended the poll and I forgot to read the results. I'm such an idiot. The poll results were exactly 50-50. They were exactly 50-50 on whether Salah got a pass. So my apologies, folks, for not getting to you earlier with the poll results. And yes, no problem. Orange is boring, just hot boxed. I got you. All right, so let's let this video run a little bit.
Salah is finishing up some things in the elevator. Salah is finishing up some things in the room, and I'm like, I need to go get coffee before the taxi gets here. So I cannot without coffee today. It's humid, 90% humidity today. Yellow.
In Thailand, you got to get that traditional Thai coffee, right? Isn't that what they always serve in Thailand? Starbucks coffee?
They do.
I'm just being sarcastic.
Oh.
We found a store with some Halloween stuff, which makes me sad.
That's true, Oranges.
Halloween.
It was just
we ended up at
a regular
mall
vote.
after getting our coffee, and we decided on having lunch here. Now, there weren't very many halal options, but it was...
Oh, yeah. Foodie always talks about there weren't very many halal options. Do you really think that she's serious that there aren't many halal options? Or do you think that she just doesn't know how to ask and she's not sure? And the food is a little bit expensive, so she doesn't, she just, because Salah's there, she'd rather just go to some place that she knows is halal.
Seeing the different kinds of food.
I just think she doesn't know how to ask, possibly.
I'm thinking this Chester's place, they know it's halal for some reason. And that's why they keep going here. Because this is the third time they've gone to Chester's, I've noticed.
Yeah. And also, maybe it's price-wise, it hits.
Oh, yeah, look at this menu. For 135 baht, you get one of these sandwiches. That's cheap. That's like, the 135 baht's like 50 cents or something.
Is it?
I think so. Well,
Wow.
I can look up the exchange rate as the video plays.
Called Chester's.
Yeah, 125. I think that's 125 baht. I think that says 309 baht, 345 baht for that little platter. That's pretty darn cheap, I believe. Let me look that up.
And we ended up going with some of their fish options, which of course seafood is halal. So I decided on this fish dinner that comes with salad, tartar sauce, and fries. And Salah had a salmon and rice dish.
Actually, I was wrong. Hold on a second.
So I had a fish.
It's not as cheap as I thought, but it's not expensive. 345 baht, for the big plate is $9. So what was the small one? 45 baht?
145.
Was 145? Okay. Yes, that's like $3 or something. Let's see. 393, 145 baht. Yes, it's pretty reasonably priced.
Okay.
In fact, let me go back and let's see what the prices are again, just real quick.
But we ended up...
Yeah, 135 baht, you said. Okay, yeah, 125 for that one. So about $3 to $4 for these meals. That's pretty good. 79 baht for these little ones here. That's really cheap. That's only like $2. So yeah, you can see why she likes this place. You get this meal here, the salmon meal for only 200 baht. That's like $6.
Called Chester's, and we ended up going with some of their fish options.
You're right, such incredible food channel.
So I decided on this fish dinner that comes with salad,
is too lazy to
tartar sauce,
Google.
and fries. And Salah had a salmon and rice dish.
Ooh, I think you're right.
So
I think you're correct. Actually, I'm going to pause one more time, Skinny. I think Orange is here makes a great point. I want to get your opinion on this. Do you agree here? Orange says she can eat vegetarian, but Foodie wants halal bacon cheeseburgers and hot dogs.
True that.
I think you are right, Oranges. I think that's what Foodie means when she says halal options. She finds food that looks like it might not be halal, and then she hopes that it is. And if they don't say it is, she doesn't really know, instead of going with food that she knows is likely to be halal, like vegetarian foods. Instead, she wants, like you said, she wants to get the halal bacon and the halal burgers and the halal. She wants the junk food, but she just wants it to be halal. She just wants to be made.
She even said herself that she's missing beef from Canada.
She said that that's part of what she missed most about Kuwait was all the halal fast food options. I mean, out of all the things, what do you miss most about your home? Oh, I miss all the fast food. Jesus Christ. Part of my, Jesus, wow.
I had a fish square, which was like a giant fish stick, and it actually was pretty good with tartar sauce and fries.
Look at this. That looks like something you get out of the microwave. No disrespect. But that looks like something, I mean, it's crispier than the microwave, so I'll say this looks like something you get out of an air fryer. Doesn't it? This just looks like a frozen fish stick. No disrespect to Chester's. I mean, again, what was only like $4 though?
Square, which was like a giant fish stick, and it actually was pretty good.
Yeah, it looked like a giant fish. Exactly, a giant fish stick.
Salah said he really enjoyed the salmon.
Krabby Patty.
And he's going to After lunch at the mall, we decided to go for a walk on the streets. We
Go to
came across
Tello?
this cute dog that seemed to have a broken paw, but I'd imagine that veterinary care is very expensive for...
We're gonna just skip through this. I don't even know why she's showing us this sick, injured dog. We're just gonna go back. We're just gonna skip that because I don't know. I mean, I of course I feel bad for the dog, but I don't want to. There's no need for Chantal to show that just to upset people.
He was actually unseen to love running along the
You have to say something.
Sure.
I made I did cut the rhubarb from my backyard, and I made a rhubarb strawberry cobbler, and it's delicious. Let me just say that.
Oh, that sounds good.
So if Sunshine Country Chickens ever comes in and watches this, I did save the rhubarb. I did not get rid of it, and I made use of it.
And I want to say hi again also to Icy, because I know Icy couldn't make it today. If you're watching the replay, thank you again, Icy. Icy's been a big supporter of this channel. Yeah, it does sound good. I agree with crab apples. Camps wants to come over and have some. I made those. I made my own version of Yorkshire pudding. I used pancake mix to make some different ones, and they were really good. Okay, so let's put back this vlog for a second.
Come on over.
requires on the streets.
Honestly, you can plan a whole day out, write out an itinerary, but sometimes the best adventures are just going out, period, and walking down the streets. There's so many different things on the streets of Bangkok.
How big she is when she walks. Look at the side profile. Chantal gets bigger when she turns to the side. Like most people get thinner when they turn to the side, she gets bigger when she turns to the side. She's bigger in profile than she is broad. You know what I mean? Like if she wants to get through a doorway, she has to make sure she's 100% straight.
Out, right? And walking down the streets, there's so many different
things sideways in a doorway, she'll get stuck.
To discover it. Different plans, different vendors, different parks.
Very
so
odd
much.
shape.
There's so much cultural diversity. It's so fun to discover.
Oh, okay. I may check that out. I like Bob's Red Mill. I've had some of their oatmeal. It was good.
Eventually, on our walk, we came upon the Santichai Prakarn Park. This beautiful green urban park of 3 meters in size is such a nice area for some exercise and discovery. It is also located right near Khao San Road.
When I watch Chantal walk, not to be, rude about, I'm glad she's walking. I think that's good. But it's so easy to forget how big she is when you don't see her standing up. And that's just what I'd say on that.
It is.
In the middle of the park lies the towering Phra Subin Fort. This structure is one of the few remaining parts of the fortifications which were built when Bangkok first became the capital city of Thailand. Bangkok became the capital city of Thailand in 1782.
That's an interesting historical fact. Chantal actually gave us some history for once. I'm sure she just read it off a card, but at least it's something. That is a good point to watch her. Oh, and I love your picture. I love
nature. I'm happy to see lots of plants and trees in this beautiful park. Just look at this impressive tree. It looks so old. I wonder how long it's been here for.
This tree was propped up.
The tree is neat looking.
It was cool. And if you're hoping to climb it, think again because there was a do not climb sign.
And the watcher is so
Salah
correct.
loves cooling me off with the fan. He's so sweet.
Okay, see, this is what I meant. Does Salah get a pass? Here's why I think he might be getting a pass. Look how he's holding up her. He's been so sweet to her on camera. We haven't been seeing the. He hasn't been throwing her shade like he usually does. At least she's been editing it out maybe. But it seems more he's been dabbing her down with the napkin. He's been holding up the fan. It just feels like he's been really on his best behavior lately. That's the impression I get.
No pass, Dr. Phil. No.
You don't think he got? But do you think maybe she didn't give him the pass, but he's trying to earn her graces back because he went out and did it anyway?
Probably.
Now that's what it could be. Let me rephrase it like that. Do people think that that Salah just kind of stepped out on his own, and he's kind of denying it, and he's kind of being sweet to Foodie to get her to just leave him alone about it? Because she probably keeps, come on, Salah, what did you really do? I didn't do anything. What did you really do, Salah? I didn't do anything. Here, my beautiful. Let me fan you down. I did nothing.
That is more believable.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At least we aren't getting the low BMI voice, says QZ. Welcome in, QZ. I think I missed you earlier. Good to see you tonight. Yeah, and I agree with you, Camp. She is far, far too jealous. And the heat at her size must be torturous, especially when it's so humid. She's already said she got to boil once. That kind of heat with that kind of humidity. I was raised in South Florida. I'm familiar with heat and humidity, and I've never been anywhere near that big. And it's got to be miserable. It's got to be miserable. Even just being a little bit big. You know, I was at my biggest down there. I was what, 260, 270, maybe 280 at my biggest in South Florida, and I thought that I was gonna collapse some days. So I can only imagine what it's like for her.
She's definitely got swamp ass.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I needed to wash up a lot. I'll just say it like that.
So this is the Rama 8 bridge. It's a cable-stayed bridge crossing
I like
the
that
Chao
jazz.
Phraya River in Bangkok, Thailand. We saw these large mats of plant matter floating down the river. It is most likely water hyacinth, which is a type of invasive weed that causes environmental damage as it grows at an exponential rate. It disrupts the habitat of aquatic wildlife and blocks canal routes by causing dams to form. So we saw some boats pass by while we were hanging out by the riverside and decided
Oranges,
after
you are just
we were done hanging out by the river
imagery.
That's actually
to
true, though,
see
Dr.
if we could
Phil.
find
I
a
believe
dock
it.
and
It's just
take
it's such
people
a
by
great.
ourselves.
All right, I'm gonna pause for a second because maybe people are new to this channel.
Needs a fupa sling.
People new to this channel may not realize I'm laughing because I know it's true. Because it's crazy, but it's crazy and it's true. It's like I guess imagine a guy with like really old guy with really loose scrotum. Like every time he tries to walk, he hits his nuts.
No, we don't.
Like that's probably what it's like, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she just can't, like they just swanging around down there.
Swanging.
Just swanging and slanging. And she does need some kind of a truss or something to hold it in. And not even being rude, but just for her own sake. I mean, just so she doesn't develop any more boils. Right?
Right.
I mean,
right.
She said she got a boil from rubbing on her fupa, and there's no way to stop that unless you have it in something.
On our way, we came across this beautiful structure. The architecture was quite amazing. We, if you haven't noticed, I'm sure you have, love to take
Easy.
selfies together in front of everything.
She's a lot like Eric Carter.
And finally we made it to the dock.
Very much.
We are excited to try the boat ride here. We had to purchase tickets, by the way, but they were so cheap. It was only 32 bahts for the both of us. It means 16 bahts for each one of us to ride, which is incredible.
Chantal didn't like this deal because for 32 baht, she's thinking, for 120 baht, I can get another one of those fish sandwiches. It's like, why would I want to pay for anything I can't eat? You know, like she doesn't like the idea of this. And this is a narrow pathway. How does she even get through here? Look at that. Look how she has to notice how she has to kind of sway from side to side to get between the poles.
That is
just us to ride, which is
notice how she sways a little.
Does your fupa hang low? Does it
has to sway a little bit.
Can you tie it in a knot? Sorry.
After waiting about 20 minutes for our boat to arrive, we had to go down to this floating dock, and When I say floating, it was moving around a lot. First came this little boat, and I'm like, oh no, I hope that's not our boat. It's too small and hard to get into. But no, finally, a larger boat packed with people came ramming into the side of the dock, and it kind of shook the whole dock, and we had to hang on for dear life. It
I like
was
how this
quite
boat.
an experience, and it kind of made me a little dizzy, but whatever.
First of all, I did not see the boat hit the dock at all there. I don't know what she was even talking about, saying, oh, it hit the dock and I almost fell. Well, did you leave that out? Because that's not what I saw there. That boat did not hit the dock. Not even close. I mean, it was a little close maybe, but it did not hit the dock. And everybody pay attention when she goes to get on the boat at the end. The boat like starts moving like it's about to leave her. And Salah just pulls her on. It's pretty funny. They're the last one on the boat. The driver gets pissed and starts moving. They look, they're like, go, go. Go, get on there. He just throws her on. Look how nervous she is. She was so scared there. Look at that again. As he pulls her over. Look at her face. That was Chantal's biggest physical achievement in a long time. Yeah, and all she does is BITSEH. No problem.
I can't imagine being covered in Thailand with all that humidity. No, not gonna be me.
We don't see anybody else dressed so covered up like that either. I mean, even the I'm sure there's other Muslim women there, but even they don't seem to be dressed like this.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody pointed out, and this is a good question. Maybe somebody in chat can answer this, or maybe somebody watching can leave a comment, explain why they think this is. Maybe Skinny, you might know. But why did they choose Thailand instead of Malaysia or what was the other one? Somebody said there was some other country nearby that was very much more Muslim. Malaysia was one of them, and there was one other country near Thailand that was very much more Muslim. Why did she not choose that?
I know why Chantal did.
Why do you?
Marijuana.
Ooh.
And I know why Sally did, because Sally likes to see those girls.
I can't help but think that this is the most haram country in the region as far as debauchery and tourism and that kind of stuff goes. All the stuff she said she wanted to avoid in Canada. I can't think of a country in this region known more for that kind of debauched stuff than Thailand.
Mm-hmm. Easier to access the things that they shouldn't be accessing.
All that haram stuff everywhere nearby, all the ganja, getting all sweaty, you know. But seriously, maybe cheaper and easier to get into too. That is possible, and it is less expensive. Jerry Berry, and welcome in, Jerry. That is a fair point. It is less expensive in general, but I just surprising she would choose a place where all the stuff she says that she hates so much is legal. Massages, ladyboys, Mary Jane, weed, lots of junk food, lots of, you name it.
7-Elevens.
7-Elevens. Oh, and remember my original theory that she liked 7-Eleven because she was having trouble finding cheese in Thailand?
Yeah.
I think I was right because Chantal has said a few times now that she's had difficulty getting enough cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's been buying food, but the cheese quantity has been a little bit low for her. So 7-Eleven said in Thailand, out of all the places, that's one of the few places that puts cheese on everything.
Right.
So who knows? Maybe, maybe not.
Cheese toasties, yes. That's something she said was so fabulous. The cheese toasties from 7-Eleven.
That is true. That is true. Thailand has the bath mats. Can't get those anywhere else, right? Does have pad thai. She knows pad thai. She's like, well, do they have pad Malaysia? That's why she went to Thailand, because she couldn't think of any food with the word Malaysia in it.
Right.
For the Thai rub and tug for the red light area. Oh, and that's my other theory also. I think that's why they've been switching hotels so much. Because Chantal kept trying to find a hotel where there were no brothels nearby.
Crab Apple said cheese bath mats.
It is like Sin City, Travis. It really is. It's like the Sin City of Asia. Milk of Malaysia. right? That's about the only thing Chantal would be consuming. And the other reason I think they might need separate rooms, Skinny, remember you suggested a while ago they might be in separate rooms?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Here's my theory why. Chantal needs her own toilet. Because all the cheese and stuff that she eats, she would clog up the toilet so much that Salah wouldn't be able to use it.
Maybe, and then just maybe it's because they have been together so long in Thailand that they can't stand each other. They can't stand being together anymore.
That too, but I'm saying, but in addition to that, just the fact that she needs her own dedicated toilet just for the amount of pooping she does.
Ooh, I don't want to think about all her poopy.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, imagine if they were both had to use one toilet the way she's been eating in those Thai hotels. I mean, some of those hotels are not, the best constructed. Some of them are they don't, meet the coding, the building codes. They have too many people in one area. They might have too many people sharing one pipe, one sewer pipe. So Salah needs his own building because Foodie needs an entire toilet pipe for herself. Just my theory.
Crab Apple said, not the poopies. Yeah, she does. I agree, Cherry Berry.
Got that.
I agree.
She's got that hole in her soul that can only be filled in her booty.
That's why she was listening to music that reminded her of Cokie the other day. And she was craving some real Canadian beef, if you know what I mean.
So some of the, and we can make fun of Nader all we want, but he did the job. I mean, he got her wanting more. I mean, that's how you know you did a good job when you got a repeat customer, right?
Right.
He got a repeat customer. He must have been doing something right, even though Foodie is not the most discerning customer. We got a few more minutes on here. Let's let this run. I think this is pretty funny watching her get on and off the boat.
I didn't see this, but
this is pretty funny in my opinion. And I like how these people in front of her are so conspicuously trying to ignore her.
Foodie, if you're listening, if you ever listen to this, if you took the compilations of you truly getting on and off the boats, the ones that you didn't show us, you'd probably make a killing on that. Just saying. And title it SSBBW gets on and off boats in Thailand. I swear that would probably go viral.
How about you title it? She could title it human penguin bust her ass.
Hey Rudy. Or Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve knocks his mask off. I don't know. Hijab of the Hut Special Edition.
You are probably wondering why the water is brown. Well, the Chao Phraya River is the main river in Thailand and also one of the most polluted. But that apparently has little effect on the color of the water. It's actually more due to the effect of large influxes of rainwater and sediment. I'm not going to lie, after all that walking, we were hoping to sit down and enjoy the boat ride, but it was too packed. But it was okay. Leaning over the edge looking at the water was just as enjoyable.
And by the way, the boat is considered as a very common method of public transportation here in Bangkok, so it's not used for tourism only.
Hold on, the back scratcher.
Also,
hold on, I gotta stop this. She uses a back scratcher for when her poop gets clogged?
No, she uses the back scratcher. Ugh, I don't even want to. She uses the back scratcher to eat as a fork. Maybe she uses it for both.
I thought you were gonna say she uses it to try to dislodge something if it gets stuck in there.
I bet the boat was tilting to the side Foodie was on.
You can see all the wake on that side more. But seriously,
she reaches things she can't reach with it and eats with it too.
Okay, well that's not as bad as what I thought you guys were doing. I thought you meant they were using it with to unclog something.
That's what I'm saying. She uses it to reach things she can't reach.
Hold on a second. You mean she uses it to unclog the poop chute?
You never know. Hey, I don't know. It's just
Oh, wow.
a
That is.
conspiracy theory, Dr. Phil. I can't say for sure, but there are people out there that use sticks for certain purposes.
I've heard crazier. You know something? I've heard crazier. I've heard
You never
crazier.
know.
I've heard crazier, and I could believe that Pete's would totally put up with that. No one say anything.
We are just speculating. That's
Travis. She was explaining why the water was so brown, and Travis here has the real answer.
Travis. Oh boy, you guys are too good.
And I'm sorry, I missed some of you folks' comments. There's a lot of great comments here. My apologies for missing so many. She fish hooked herself. Salah's gonna give her a fish hook and pull her onto the boat.
Does your fupa hang low? Does it waddle to the floor? Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow? Okay, there you go.
You know, if she was in the boat, she could hang her fupa over the side to get it washed.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, let's let it go.
I know, this is how rumors. That's why I said it's conspiracy theory.
It is conspiracy theory talk here, and I'm
not look at it. It's all the poop floating around in the waters.
All right, so this is after she flushed.
Why are we talking about poop so much? Help me.
Sorry, folks. Sorry, but you can tell that Chantal flushed her toilet this morning if you look at the water here.
Oh God.
Yeah, she flushed this morning. See the water?
And scrub the boat. Scrub the boat. I don't know why I'm singing.
Swab. Is she on the poop deck?
Look at Sally likes it. He said he gave you the thumbs up, Dr. Phil.
There you go. He probably likes it because the wind is blowing in the opposite direction, so he doesn't have to smell Foodie.
Oh, I would hate Dr. Phil.
Right,
I hope you don't do that to people you date.
And
Let me just say that. Listen, if you want a woman to punch you, don't grab their cheeks like.
Oh, I thought you meant stand downwind. I was like, why would I have to stand downwind?
No. How he takes his fingers and rubs.
Oh, the cheek pitch.
Like
yeah, I get you. I don't
like
try
a
that
kid.
stuff.
You don't do that, do you, Dr.
Not if I really like her. I mean, if it's like, some old lady I'm just trying to be friendly with or something. You're like, oh, aren't you sweet? Or like a little girl or something, but not if she's like not if somebody actually likes.
Yeah, like if it's like your niece or nephew, you squeeze their cheeks.
Like, oh, aren't you cute?
Yes.
But not like not somebody I was romantically interested in. Unless we were just being silly with each other, just squeezing my cheek.
I mean, that's different, but he does it in every video, and it's just really cringy. Like, if you want to do it in private, do it in private, Salah. But it looks just really cringy. Like, I don't know. It just looks cringy to me.
Welcome in, Desiree. Not at all a problem. Lurkers and chatters are always welcome.
Hams. That's why she's the ex-wife. Because you used to Dutch oven her.
I try to welcome in Desiree. Now we're going to scare her off. Desiree, welcome in. Glad you're enjoying the show.
Welcome in, Desiree. Come in very slowly. We're talking about weird things in here. But
everybody, welcome in, everybody. If I missed anyone, my apologies. I know I've been a little bit sidetracked. It's been a few extra things going on tonight, but having some fun. All right, let's let it run a little bit.
To be honest, though, I know guys that used to do that. Like I hope you did it when you were younger and not like last year or sometime.
I think enough of this talk. I think this talk has gone far enough.
Hey, I 100 cams. If things aren't still together, then sometimes they're meant to fall apart so that better things can happen. I'll just say that.
All right. Anyway, here's them latching onto the boat. This is the ferry that they use.
They just do it around here, I guess.
So all right, guys, we're gonna end the video here. It was a very nice experience.
All right, so Salah, do you think that Salah is we said he didn't get a pass, but do you think he stepped out? I think he did. Here's what I think happened. I think that Salah, kind of on his birthday or the day before or something, was like, hey, Foodie, I'm gonna go get you some food or whatever. I'm gonna do whatever you normally need me to do. And then the phone just died for a few hours. He just wasn't there. He just oh, I'm sorry, I left the phone, the battery died, I didn't realize it was off, I got stuck in traffic, and he just comes home like the next morning. And he tells her some obvious lie. But she doesn't have the heart to question him on it. And that's what I think happened.
Hold on, Dr. Phil. I think Oranges Pornges may have just came up with the divorce saving blanket.
Oh my God. This is getting too silly now. But if you know what's crazy? I've seen sillier things sell. I've seen the silliest stuff in the world make money.
Wow. I wonder if it works though.
Well, I mean, it would probably work a little bit at first, but eventually the charcoal would react with all the other chemicals in the air and everything. Eventually it would stop working. But at first it would probably do a little bit of something, but not much. I mean, charcoal is only so reactive. Yes, that's this video.
Crab apples, give it about 2 to 3 more years. Y'all will be farting in each other's spaces.
That's not necessarily true. Not everybody likes to be nasty.
Well, no, I mean, but sometimes you can't help it. It's a bodily function. I'm not saying on purpose all the time, but.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess eventually not everybody's, sometimes you're not able to.
I'm not going to say you're going to do a Chantal and just start doing it for shits and giggles.
Yeah, it's nice to have a little decorum, I think. It's nice to leave some things to the imagination.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. Crab Apple says they've been together for a while. Yeah, right?
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being
fair.
I mean,
that's cute.
I don't like
Crab
nasty,
apples.
smelly stuff. I'm the weird one.
Nobody does. Dr. Phil, I don't either. I'm just saying, as time goes on, sometimes things just happen.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, but that's normal. Like, I understand that humans are humans. I don't expect people to be robots.
I don't want to date a robot either. Like, we just know sometimes things happen, and
yeah, but I don't need to hear it to know it happens. I mean,
yeah.
All right. Enough. I think this is enough of this silliness on this. All right, folks.
It's
I think we
fun,
might just.
Dr. Phil. People like to talk.
All right. I think we may just tie it up just a little bit early tonight. I'm a little bit tired, but I've had a really good time tonight.
I've scared Dr. Phil off.
Yeah, right. Well, I think we just covered both subjects really well in depth already. I just don't think we already covered Fatty. We already covered the cats. We already covered Salah's stepping out. I just think that there wasn't a ton going on with Chantal this week.
Right.
And I already kind of covered Fatty. And it's just kind of just like we got through everything kind of quickly. Yeah, we were having fun, Crab Apples. I'm sorry. But I feel like we kind of covered all the subjects for tonight.
I know. He got scared away by my fart talk.
No. I was already winding it down.
We'll have to go on my channel.
You folks did do nothing wrong.
We'll have to go on my channel and talk about farts. What the heck?
Absolutely. By the way, if Skinny wants to run a show after this, you're more than welcome to send everybody over there. Would you like to?
I'm not sure yet. I might. I don't want to promise though because I have a few things to do.
Okay. Well, then I'm not going to send anybody anywhere. I'm just going to say everybody have a good night and keep your eyes and your ears open and see what else is on.
But I did have fun, Dr. Phil. We had fun tonight.
Oh, I had a lot of fun too, Skinny. Thank you for coming on, and thank you for helping me discuss the cat stuff and giving your perspective as a pet owner. I was planning to maybe do some call-ins tonight, but the show just ended up moving kind of more quickly than I expected.
It moved in the wrong direction.
But not in a bad way, though. Well, I mean, I guess maybe it did in the end. But, well, yeah. Well, no, it moved in the right direction. Exit only.
Right.
And we're going to end with that, everyone. Good night. By the way, please subscribe if you're enjoying the show. If you enjoyed tonight's show, you're gonna love the other ones.
Right.
All right, everybody. Guys. And check out Sarah Jade's Skinny Queen's channel. Skinny, you can happily throw up your link if you'd like.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And everybody have a fantastic night. I will see you all around.
Bye, guys. Good night.
Bye-bye. Oh, and leave a comment if you're watching the replay. Let me know what you think. Good night.